me, Gio, and we're here with my wonderful co-host, MGA.
Hi! We're going to be talking about the MVP Award, which is arguably one of the most prestigious awards in the league. It stands for Most Valuable Performer. You are the performer that has done the most, we've seen the most, or we've just noticed you do something and we're like, that kid's doing something really cool.
Yeah.
And we want to highlight that right here.
Yeah, it is for a performer who has just kind of stood out to such a high level that I think whether it be other performers watching, coaches, or even just parents watching are like, wow.
That kid's cooking.
That kid's good. Like, they make me haha. Like, if I could see someone haha on a stage professionally and pay for it, I would watch that person make me haha. So, be very, very proud of yourself if you made this list. And I think if you made any list for that matter, be very, very proud of yourself.
And if you aren't on that list, just know we value you a lot as a performer.
Yes.
These lists, they're important, but also you're still important even if you're not there.
I don't think there was a performer this year that I actually, disliked. I think I enjoyed the presence of every single performer on stage this season.
Here's a secret. We went through every performer and we're like, how can we put them somewhere?
Yes.
So this was, all these lists that we put out were very hard to come down to because we were like, oh, but we want to put them here.
Yeah.
But we gotta put
the
them here.
MVP list could have been about 30 kids long, which would have been the entire league.
Yeah.
Because I think all of you guys put on a product that is worth watching. And I think everyone can agree to that. You have all done extremely good jobs. So, massive props to everyone. But there is 4 performers that I want to give ginormous props to. And we're going to start it off with a performer where not only are they a performer, but this person, they're in charge. They take a role, a lead role, and that role is president of the West Technical Career Academy Improv Club/team, whatever it's called. That president being
Chelsea!
Chelsea, you are so freaking good.
So good.
Mia, would you want to go on a ramble about
Yes, I would. Chelsea, I wish I was you when I was in high school because you just seemed so put together and organized, and being able to lead a whole team into this league and having it at such a high quality is so good. And I think that's just a testament to how good of a leader you are. But not only that, you have all the skills to support yourself in that leadership position because you are funny, you're consistent, and you're just such a fun performer to watch as well. And I can't understate enough how important it is to have that kind of leadership role in any team.
Yeah, I think it should be noted, this is going to be a thing that you're going to notice with all 4 of these performers. They all have multiple years of experience, but they also have all been performers who know games.
Yes.
They know the games, which means they can always perform at a high level because they understand the in and outs of every improv game. That knowledge is shown so prevalently with all of them, and the ability to be able to learn these games and throw them back at a whole group of performers shows the level you're at, Chelsea. So it's so impressive. I remember last year I watched you guys perform, and I was giving you guys your notes, and Chelsea absorbed every single thing I said. I mean, all of you did, but Chelsea was so
it's like a sponge.
Ingrained into okay, I need to understand this because I'm gonna take this, understand it, make it the best product possible.
Right.
And you've made that happen. I wanted to be your guys' coach, but I had to take on a leadership role. But man, you guys are so good.
I also want to give one more prop about Chelsea is you are so unselfish in the way you perform.
Yes.
And I think that is just such a good mark of anything.
Gives everything to the rest of the team.
You easily could have been in every single show and put yourself as that captain every single time, but you were one of those people that you're like, no, I want everyone else to shine around me, and that to me is just so amazing.
For an example of that, whenever we do town hall, people notice that we call upon the coaches to be able to lead the meeting. One time, Roman comes up to me and he goes, coach for West Tech is, and I was like, Chelsea. And so he goes over, he goes, let's get Chelsea. And then Chelsea goes, I'm sick. Can we get my vice president to the stage? Instantly. That ability to be able to share the scene was so shown, I think, amongst West Tech's teams throughout this year, constantly bringing more performers on stage. Heck, your guys' first show of the year was West Tech versus Career Academy, which was basically just a West Tech showcase in front of our eyes. So Chelsea, you have done so good leading this team, and you have done so good as a performer. And I think any coach who has seen you understands that and knows how much of a gift it is to have you in this league. Be very proud of yourself. Up at number 2, another student president who has taught their team this season. What? So good. From the coaching tree that has been teaching them for 4 years, which was a once upon a time art teacher coaching tree. It is the one, the only, from Clark, last year MVP nominee, Kazu! Man, wow.
Holy crap.
Kazu, you understand it. And it's so cool.
Yes. Kazu, you look like you have so much joy whenever you step on that stage. You are smiling.
What's the little, like, Kazu does this little thing.
Yeah.
I've seen, and it's like, I don't even know how to describe it.
You just look like you're so full of joy and whimsy. Because you just look like you're having so much fun on stage, but you also have such great technique at that same time.
Yes.
So it's like you're having fun, but I watch you and I'm like, you know what you're doing, and it's amazing. And like I've seen you like around the league for a while with like the MVP nod last year and just like previous years, and it's like you are one of those performers who's just been growing and being consistent, and it's just you are super good at what you're doing.
It's one of those things, so you see someone make the MVP list the year prior, and you think, how do they get better? You know what I mean? They were already there.
And then they do.
And then they do. And you're like, oh, that person is named Kazu. And they're very good at this. Kazu, I think also I want to give credit to the fact that not only have you coached your team, but you were thrusted into a coaching position, right?
Yeah.
West Tech, they had gotten a little bit of formal training to be able to understand how to like do coaching and everything like that a little bit more. You were just thrown into that position, and Clark has looked very good.
Absolutely.
So I want to give you so much props for that, Kazu. You are an absolute beacon for that team, and you have been an absolute beacon for this league for the past 4 years.
Absolutely.
And I can't possibly say enough as to how good of a performer you are. You are just, every time I watch you, it is someone who understands what the scene needs, what to add, what to bring, and how to make it happen. Because we have a lot of people who understand everything. It's hard to actually make it happen, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to actually do it. Like, you'll be like, this scene needs, like,
blank.
It needs conflict. And you're just like, I agree with you. You know what I mean? Like, instantly. So, being able to build conflict where it's needed, all of that stuff, because that is all things that you are extremely capable of, and you are a dime store novel dubby genius where you're given something, you spew it out.
It's also the same thing that I mentioned previously with like other videos where I hope to see you pursue improv or entertainment in some other capacity, because you are just one of those performers where I'm like, I would pay money to watch you. Like, you are super good at what you do.
Yes, and I feel like I want to go into our next performer with the preface of another performer who was on our MVP list last year and has absolutely shown it every single time they've been on stage this season, from insane kooky characters to understanding exactly what the scene needs to I think all 4 of these performers are good at this, and it's a big thing to add as well, but great miming out of this performer as well. Just super high energy, all the stuff that you need. What can we possibly say? From Secta, Ethan! Oh my goodness. Ethan, you are so hilarious. I truly, so obviously this list is a mix of being able to do everything that makes a performer stand out. But when it comes to being absolutely hilarious, I think there's few people that are on par with Ethan in this league. Ethan is so funny.
So, I remember your first show this season.
Yeah.
This burned into my head of No Arms Andy. And to me, I was like, if you're already sticking out, first game of the first show of the season, I'm hooked. Like, you were amazing. Such high energy, like you said, such great characters. But more than anything, you are so confident in everything you do. Because no matter, like, even if you are sitting there and you're like, like for me when I'm like, oh my god, the scene, I don't know what's gonna happen. You're just the type to like confidently walk out and do something, and I'm like, oh my god, genius, that was amazing.
Yeah, no, it really shouldn't go understated. Just how good you are, Ethan. You are so incredibly funny, and you're a performer that we've seen grow throughout the years, right? It's one of those things where like you easily are a performer that I think like maybe come last year or something like that could have been on Most Improved, right? But you just are such a level of just talent, I think, in this league that we just have to just give that credit to the fact that you are one of the pinnacles that this league has. You are so very good, and it's appreciated, and it's an absolute pleasure to watch you perform every single time you're on stage. So, Ethan, hold yourself in the highest regard. All three of these performers thus far have been seniors, and all three of you have been absolutely amazing with everything you've done. But Ethan, you are so funny.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good, funny, both. You are both of those
Same
things.
thing I said about Kazu, and it's also applicable to Chelsea too.
Yeah.
If you ever pursue improv and entertainment, I want you to. You are so good.
Yes, whether that be through coaching or whether that be through just going further, like you said, with just entertainment in general. Whether you're doing skits on YouTube somewhere
Or
TikTok,
improv locally.
Improv.
Something.
Whatever it is, all of you can easily succeed. I think every single person in this league can succeed. But Ethan, you are so incredibly funny,
good.
and it would be so unfortunate if we never see you perform again. So, yeah, so
Amazing.
Thank you. And for this last one,
No.
my vice president over at West Tech, Kat. Oh my goodness.
Hey, this is our only junior on the list.
Yeah, our only non-senior. I feel like it would be a detriment if we didn't mention Kat on this list. And that cough to get Kat on stage is the exact energy that like you want on stage. Kat is so good. Understands what a scene needs. Understands how to be funny. Kat has one of the humor styles that I tend to really like, which is that humor style of like you hear something and then you instantly just make a joke about what they said.
You're super witty, is what you are.
That's the term.
I really like watching, like, this is my style of humor, is I like quick, witty humor. And Kat, you are like the epitome of just having quick wit. And you're also just such a fireball on stage, too.
Yeah.
Because you are so quick and fast and, like, it's so good to watch, like, your brain work in real time.
Yeah.
One of the biggest examples I can give is during one of the Wildcard show where Kid Roman's hosting and host Roman is in the Foursquare.
Yes.
You were so good at shifting, because you've never played Foursquare before.
That's
prior
true.
to this moment.
That's true. You were like, okay, yeah, I can do it.
And when you did it, I was like, if you had told me you've done this for like years, I'd be like, yeah, that's one of their best games. Because you were able to just adapt and change characters so fast from like being this normal person to like this zombie. I was like, oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can possibly go understated how good you have been in this league, Kat. Last season, I remember seeing you in this like serving role in a scene where you were like a server, and I was like, hey, this one's funny. This one right here, the one with the floofy hair. This
guy
funny.
gets it.
And then seeing you now, right? You were another one of those performers where when I was talking to you guys last season and being able to give you guys all this information, all these notes, you absorbed everything. Like super hard, you absorbed everything. I think you were taking all the notes. I don't know if you were in a vice president role last year, but whatever it was, you felt the need to have to take all of the notes. And it shows that you have only gained knowledge from that.
Same with the coaches classes this past summer.
Yeah.
When you guys were there, I remember watching you like on your Google Doc, like you and Chelsea just like, I was like, oh, these kids are literally like absorbing everything, listening to everything, applying everything, and I'm just like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like this is like everything I could ask for.
Yeah, so good. Like you and Chelsea being president and vice president respectively, absolute hammerhead terrifying duo to watch in this league because you guys are just so good as performers. You're capable of anything and everything, and it shows every single time you guys are on stage, especially together.
And Kat, I'm excited to see you next year too.
Yes, our only performer on this list that we'll be able to see next season. So please hold yourself in such a high regard going into that next season with whatever the outcome may be. But that is it for our MVP video. And we have to say, if you are curious as to who might win this award, where can you figure that out?
Perhaps on April 12th?
And what location?
Chaparral High School?
Wow! April 12th, Chaparral High School. Be there. Championship show. Award nominee voting finales, all-star show, coaches show for the old people. Overall, it is going to be an amazing time, and if you want to know, please be there. Have so much fun. This is our final thing. Bye, guys.
Get a phone call. Bye.